there are only a couple of things that can make me really, really happy just by their existence. My friends, Weird Al, and chocolate. Honestly, okay, I just want to tell you a quick story about this fucking chocolate before I actually get into this fucking vlog. So I have this big freaking bar of chocolate that I'm actually in the middle of eating because it's kind of my breakfast, lunch, whatever. Don't judge me. It's literally the first thing I've eaten all day. And I've been up since fucking 6:30. So I've had this fucking big-ass bar of chocolate for who the fuck knows how long. I was looking for a trash bag the other day on the chair that kind of gets everything thrown on it, and I fucking found a fucking Walmart bag. How many more times can I say fuck in the first minute and a half of my fucking video? Anyway, but I was looking for a fucking a garbage bag on the chair, and I found a Walmart bag, and it had this big, massive fucking chocolate bar in it. And I'm like, the fuck? When the hell did I buy that? I don't even remember buying this deliciousness, but I mean, that shit's good. Real good. I mean, honestly, chocolate, friends, and Weird Al are like my trifecta. And sad, I didn't get chocolate with my Weird Al and my friends on Saturday, but I don't care. Sort of. Got chocolate that day. We had red velvet cupcakes, and those are chocolate, I think. Speaking of, I get red velvet cake tonight for my birthday party. 'Cause it's Tuesday, and I get all my dinners, yeah. I get my lovely birthday dinner, and it's my little song for my birthday dinner, yeah. So yeah, I'm going actually over to my dad's here in another 5-ish hours. And I'm gonna get dinner with my dad, my stepmom, and my grandma. And it's gonna be nice. We're having turkey roast and a whole bunch of other shit because they go all out, and it's kind of awesome. But yeah, I'm excited for that because it's my birthday. It was my birthday yesterday, and I'm 25, and now I get to spend some time with my family and talk their ears off about Weird Al because, shocker, I'm enjoying talking about Weird Al. It's kind of the, I latch on to things that are happy, and I just kind of, I do them to death. And, I'm afraid that I'm going to do that with Weird Al, but at the same time, that sounded kind of dirty. Anyway, I do that kind of, I overdo it. Like, I way overdo it. And, like, I'm terrified of the day that I might wake up and be like, wow, I'm so sick of Weird Al. But I can't, that seems like it happens every time I get obsessed with him, and that happens about every 4 years, as I just get so obsessed with Weird Al. Like, last time was 2009, and, I was obsessed, but I wasn't obsessed. Like, I was tweeting about it a fair amount, as far as, I was tweeting at that point. I wasn't tweeting very much at that point, because I didn't have a cell phone, and generally, if I have a cell phone, I'm far more likely to text something than I am to, go to Google, or, go to Chrome, and type in Twitter, and log the fuck in, and type it all out. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care enough to do that. Like, I'm just starting now to use Instagram, because I have a camera phone. I mean, I have... You saw my phone in the other video. I have this piece of crap. I mean, it's my first smartphone, and it's pretty awesome, and, I mean, I have a bunch of shit on here. Why do I have a bunch of shit on here? Anyway, God damn it, my friends are weird. Anyway, I completely forgot what I was saying. Weird Al. Oh, yes, right. So I kind of have this cycle thing where I get really, really into him every 4 years, and, I get really, 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 really obscenely happy for like 2 months, and then it just drops off the face of the planet. But this time, it seems to be different. And it seems to be different for a couple of reasons. The most notable being the fact that this time I've actually met him, and he is the biggest sweetie on the face of the planet. Like, seriously, I can't get over that. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that at all. Like, I don't know how I could have expected him to be, like, a jerk or anything, because he's, like, Yeah, I could see where he could. No, I can't even see him being a jerk. I don't know, but you know, you get these things in your head where you don't think that meeting your hero is going to be glorious, and you know, like there's people who say don't meet your hero because they're going to disappoint you, and honestly, couldn't be more wrong. At least if your hero is Weird Al, because Jesus Christ, I've gotten to meet him twice now, and I mean, the first time he was just the sweetest guy. He tried to get me to talk, and I was like, I can't do it because oh my god. And I'm pretty sure I probably made that face, and Jesus, I'm starting to cry again. But you know, he's like, "Oh, is that a Doctor Who reference on your shirt?" I'm like, "Uh huh." Like, just standing there in awe, because he's like literally on the other side of that table, and like, I had all these things planned I was gonna tell him, and I still have all these things I'm going to tell him at some point. But you know, I planned all this out, and then get up there, and I just completely fucking mute. And people who know me know it's really, really difficult to get me to shut the fuck up. Like, just ask Burr. I mean, like, unless I'm just, like, first time meeting someone in person, like, maybe first hour I'll be a little quiet. Or I'll be a little bit less or more weird than normal. But to completely knock me fucking speechless, that takes talent. Or that takes, like, hero status. And generally, like, that doesn't... I don't give that to very many people. But I definitely consider Weird Al my hero. But, I've... Now that I've met him twice, and, you know, he was... I fucking made him laugh the second... I made him laugh the first time, but I mean, that was more Burr's thing than mine, because it was the sea pancake that we gave him, and just his fucking reaction to that. That was adorable. That was so fucking precious. I didn't want to do another video about meeting Weird Al, but I swear... I guess I have to, because otherwise I'm just not gonna fucking shut up about it. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna annoy the crap out of my family later, but, I mean, they're family, they can deal. YouTube, it's more of like, I'm trying to get views, and I'm trying to, you know... make somewhat entertaining videos, and here I just keep fucking talking about Weird Al, and like I keep gushing, and I'm just, oh my god, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm completely like, I promise eventually I'm gonna start talking about the book I'm reading, because I am still reading a book. I promise you, I haven't changed that much in the past weekend, but as you can tell, I'm a lot happier. I'm smiling. I'm talking with my hands a lot more. I'm doing a lot more, like, I'm still just kind of sitting here, but, I mean, I'm talking, I'm lively, I'm happy, I'm not swearing in anger as much. But, I mean, you know, fucking, I didn't intend to make another video about meeting Weird Al, but I guess I kind of have to. You know, it was... Seriously, this year has just been so fucking surreal. I can't wrap my head around it. I'm sorry, my eye's itchy. But I seriously can't. Like, this year started off such shit, you know? I was stuck in a job that I hated, and I mean, it takes a lot for me to say I hate a job. And I mean, I hated that job. I was working retail, I was working the same gas station I was stuck working at for a good 5 years. I mean... I was still just kind of coming off of the whole having lost my mom thing, even though it's been almost 2 years now. I mean, it's seriously been almost 2 years, and I don't know quite what's going to happen in November when that reality sinks in, but I was still kind of coming off of that, and I was really dealing with my emotions with marijuana, and honestly, that probably saved my life there too, so I mean... for you, illegal drug that kind of kept me halfway sane. But, you know, started off the year in that job, rage quit while sick because I couldn't go to the damn doctor because I couldn't convince my boss to, you know, let me borrow a little bit of money to go to the doctor. And, I mean, I understand why he did it, but I was still, you know, I had a really, really bad ear infection, and my eardrum actually did pop. That was a lot of fun. My eardrum popped before I could actually even get into the doctor, and I mean, antibiotics cleared it way up, but my awesome hearing is now that much less awesome. But, then I was unemployed because I had quit, and honestly, I was not going to crawl back to that. Like, there's just. I've gone crawling back to that job too many times, and there was just no way. That was one of those I honestly would rather have died than gone back to that job. And so I spent a good amount of the beginning of this year unemployed, depressed, lonely, sad, just all around, fuck the world, I don't care, I'm done. And then, in middle of May, got an email from weirdal.com, the newsletter, or I don't even fucking know. I get so many fucking emails that I normally just tune it out, but I had been sitting, I'm pretty sure I was just sitting pretty much exactly where I'm sitting right now. On my computer, and my iPad, which is normally, like, right here, goes boom, and lights up, and I look over, and I see Weird Al, and just on a whim, I click on the thing, and see, oh hey, I'm being alerted that there's going to be a book tour. Sweet. So, I clicked on that, just on the off chance that he might be coming to, like, Milwaukee or something, and I could, entertain the idea of road tripping and maybe seeing him from the crowd. Just maybe. And come to find out, he's going to be 2 towns over. Like, I shit you not. The bookstore was maybe 15 miles away. I mean, that's how fucking close. I was like, there's literally, I have no excuse. I have to go to that. So, obviously, like, if you follow my professional blog, emmelineWestland.blogspot.com, you probably saw the holy shit freak out I had over that. And I mean, I wrote probably the most intensely random, like, can't even fathom my thoughts into words post, like, I get to meet Weird Al, oh my god, I'm gonna go meet Weird Al, oh my god. I did that on Tumblr too, and I'm pretty sure I did that on Twitter, and I might have even done something like that on Facebook, but like, my blog was the big oh my god. So yeah, then shortly after that, I got a job. Or it might have been shortly before. I don't even remember. I know it was right around the time that I got the job on the ice cream truck, and I did that, and that was an interesting time of my life. I can't say that I'm sad that I drove an ice cream truck, because it was an interesting job, honestly. It taught me more about myself than most jobs have. And, I did that for a few months, and I ended up having to lie to my boss in order to get the day off to go see Weird Al, and honestly, I would do that again in a heartbeat, because seriously, if the choice is between working and going to, have a chance to meet my hero, I'm legitimately always going to pick the chance. Like, even if it's not a sure thing. Like, book signing, generally kind of a sure thing, I'm pretty sure that unless, it gets way into the middle of the night and there's, like, a fuck ton of fans waiting to have their shit signed, you probably got about a 99.99 repeating chance that you're going to meet the person. Even if it's just, hi, handshake, sign the book, picture. I mean, anyway, Rory decided to bring sea pancake for him, and I got to give him that, and that was really fun. I'm really kind of glad I had that thing. Hold on, although I kind of squished it because I was so nervous, but honestly, that was probably, like, I was looking forward to that day, that entire month, and, like, I checked the date so often because I was terrified that the day was going to pass and I was going to miss it. So we went, and we got there early because, fuck getting there late, and I think I was number 129 maybe in line, but, I ended up being a little further back, or maybe a little forward, I don't even know. Honestly, but, we got there, and Brewer stood in line with me, and then once we got to the front, she just, flee, and I'm like, I needed you here, I needed the support, like, honestly, I think that's probably what I had a better time with this second time around, is because I had friends, like, right there that were probably going to, like, grab me by the collar of my Hawaiian shirt and, like, no, get back here, you're doing this. But, so I got up there, and, I had fully intended to, try to talk and not, not talk too much, because I also have that problem. If I get nervous, I talk really, really fast, and I talk way too much, and I probably say way more than I want to say. But, I got up there, and I completely blanked. And I handed the book over, and I'm just, staring at him, and now I'm so embarrassed for that, because I was just fucking staring at him. And I was wearing my keep calm and don't blink shirt that Burr got me. Even though I had a perfectly good Hawaiian shirt that I probably could have worn, but, it was the first time I'd even really considered anything about Weird Al in more than a year, to be completely honest, and, I hate that it took me that long to do the thing, but, yeah, this is gonna be a long video, I'm sorry, guys. So I got up there, and I'm staring at him, and he's, really nice. He's like, hi, hello. And he starts signing my book, and he kind of glances up and realizes that I'm just completely, silent, and, at this point, I just feel completely rude because I can't form words. And he's like, oh, is that a Doctor Who reference on your shirt? And I'm like, uh-huh. That's my favorite show. And he's like, oh, that's nice. And goes to continue signing my book, and I'm like, God, Emma, say something. Say something. Your chance. You're missing your chance here. Say something. Say anything. God. Words. How the fuck do I words? And so, I finally fucking just blurt out the first thing that comes to mind, which, of course, is just as embarrassing as anything else I probably could have said. So, I mean, it wasn't that bad, but at the same time, saying, I've been waiting 12 years to meet you, is probably about the creepiest thing I could have maybe said, outside of I love you. But, I was like, I've been waiting 12 years to meet you. And I said that in about that same voice, where I was just like, oh my god. And he stopped signing my book. He was about halfway through writing my name. And he looks up at me, he's like, really? And he kind of does that thing, I've been talking a lot on Tumblr about that nose thing. It's that silly smile he does. It's kind of like this. His nose just crinkles, and it's about the cutest shit on the face of the planet, honestly. And he did the nose thing, and he's just like, hi. Well, and he reaches his hand out, shakes my hand, and he's like, well, nice to meet you. And I'm like, I still haven't said my name. For all he knows, Emmeline is my fucking daughter or something. I don't have any children, but he doesn't know that. I mean, that's the most embarrassing, and that still kind of embarrasses me, that I haven't actually introduced myself to him, but, it's like, I can't words. I can't remember how to do the human thing, and it's so embarrassing. But at the same time, it's like, I'm sure he gets that kind of shit all the time, but at the same time, you always picture yourself trying to, be a coherent fan, and I couldn't even manage that, and I was... He's such a sweetheart. I really... that day was seriously it was the best series, up until this past Saturday, that was the best day of my life. Because I seriously was just like, I got to meet I shook his hand, and then, got around, and I realized as, I was starting to walk around the table that, oh my god, I'm still holding the thing. And I was like, here, this is for you. And I'm holding this sea pancake out to him, and he takes it, and he's looking at it, like, the fuck is this? That's the look on his face. I was like, the shit is this? And I'm like, okay, it's a sea pancake. And he just, he leans back in his chair, he's like, of course it is! In his weird voice, and he just does that laugh, and he did that crinkly nose thing, and I was like, ah! And then he was like, picture? And I'm like, I can't even form words anymore. I'm just, vibrating, because I'm just, so fucking happy, and I'm, in awe. So I, walk around the side of the table, and I kind of, stoop down a little, but I don't really crouch or anything, because I'm, at that point, I was really pretty sure that if I crouched or did anything that, didn't involve me staying mostly upright, I was going to fall over and, really embarrass myself. So, he kind of grabs me by the small of my back and pulls me a little closer. I'm like, oh my god! internally screaming the entire time. Like, the entirety of the meeting, I was just internally screaming because, holy shit, you know, that's my idol. He's right there. He's literally right there. And I mean, like, I can still actually kind of feel it where he was, like, where he put his hand, you know, it was very, very gentle but firm kind of grip on the small of my back, and I was like, oh my god, what do I do? So I was just like, and I put my arm around his shoulder, and I'm like, I hope I'm smiling. and you know, the person that was taking the pictures took the picture with Burry's camera, and then that was over. I hope I said thank you, honestly. If I didn't, and for some weird-ass reason Weird Al is watching this, thank you, Al. Because, Jesus. That was probably the coolest thing. Like, honestly, I wasn't expecting any of that. And then, you know, took my book, and me and Burry made for the exit, and I'm pretty sure that at the entrance of Barnes & Noble, I had my first, oh my god, I just met Weird Al. Like, just, it fucking hit me, finally, that I just met Weird Al. And the rest of the damn day, I was just randomly stopping, shouting, and almost dropping to my knees. I met Weird Al Yankovic. Like, I couldn't even fucking process that thought, you know? Still, up until Saturday, I was having a hard time processing the fact that I actually have met Weird Al. Like, you know, I would look at my old desktop background, which was the picture that was taken of me with Weird Al, and I would be like, Jesus Christ, that happened. That actually happened. That happened. That's me. That's me, and that's Weird Al, and that's... And then Saturday happened, and I mean, like, seriously, I never thought that especially after that, I never thought that I would actually have the fucking balls to ask, like, can I have a hug? When I got up there, I was like, hi, Al, and he was like, you know, I got up to the bus, and he was like, hi, and I'm like, hi, Al, can I have a hug? And I'm, like, almost in tears at this point, because I'm so fucking nervous, because you know, getting up to the bus, I was having no problem. The line was moving, you know, I was a little nervous, but then we got to be where we were, like, getting closer and closer to our group being the next, you know, bunch of people, and, like, once it was my turn, because I was going first, I've said that, like, 3 other times in other videos, I don't even care. I was going first in the group. In hindsight, that actually kind of that thought terrifies me. That I went first. Like, I never would have thought that I would be able to go first like that, seriously. But anyway, I was going first, and like my heart was just, it was pounding like it was trying to escape my chest. I'm really honestly kind of shocked that I didn't have a heart attack or, you know, experience at least chest pain. But I was like, I went completely fucking cold. My heart was pounding. I was shaking. I was just, like, I was running on pure adrenaline, and I entered fight or flight. Like, that's how fucking, like, terrified I was when it got to that point. And, you know, we got up to the bus, and, like, it got to be my turn. And I know I was, like, smiling, because I could, my cheeks still hurt, because I've been smiling, like, since that point. Like, since the concert, I have been smiling. And, like, got up to the bus, and I can't believe I actually was able to form any sort of words, much less, hi, Al, can I have a hug? And just his reaction, like, the look on his face, like, at first I thought he was gonna say no, but then he was like, sure. He gets up, and he leans forward, and, you know, gives me this hug, and he just, like, I'm pretty sure he could feel me shaking, because he just pulled me into this hug, and he hugged me so tight, and it was the best hug I've ever had in my life, to be honest. Completely honest with you. I've had other hugs, and I mean, like, it was the best hug of my life, I've got to say. Like, he hugs really. He's a very good hugger. And you know, I was freaking out, and that actually calmed me down enough to, like, I still didn't talk as much as I wanted to, and I didn't introduce myself, which I'm kicking myself for, because, you know, one of these times, I'm gonna have to actually meet him and be like, hi, yeah, I've met you, like, 3 times now, or, you know, this is my 3rd time meeting you, and, like, I've still not told you my name, and I mean, you fucking favorited one of my tweets, and I'm probably not going to swear at Al, because, oh my god. Like, honestly, it actually kind of embarrasses me how much I swear in these videos where I'm talking about Al, but I mean, like, I don't think I could ever actually swear in his presence. Like, that just feels like it would be really, really disrespectful. But, you know, I'll be like, I've met you, like, this is like my third time meeting you, and like, yeah, I've not even, you favorited one of my tweets, and I'm pretty sure you don't even know my name, and it's just, it makes me sad, and I'm like, hi, I'm Emmeline, and you, but for some reason, that doesn't ever come up. It's like, I think it's mostly like, why the fuck would you care what my name is, kind of thing, but, you know, it's like, I still was like, I'm amazed that I was actually able to be like, I drew this for you, and like, just the way his face lit up with that, and I mean, the way his face lit up when I showed him the wrecking ball picture and he signed that, I'm still like, that is embarrassing. The fact that that was the one I picked for him to sign, but because I didn't have that many other pictures that I could really honestly have had him sign, but the fact that that's the one I picked. Sorry, my fucking screensaver came up. The fact that that's what I picked, that just, I can't believe that I actually was able to form words or, you know, do any of that. And then that ass, that fucking butt, that fucking butt, he fucking stares at me. You know, he does that look that every time I fucking describe it, it like gets longer and more obnoxiously drawn out. That's my fan right there. Look at that fan. That's a cool fan. You know, that look he does in his pictures with people at the bus. Like, he did that look, and he did that at me, and then I stepped back to let Burry come through, and, you know, I was entirely intending on trying to be like, hi, yeah, this one's my friend, and she's even more, like, than I am. Like, I'm nervous because I'm, like, a huge fan, and you're my hero, and blah, 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 but, like, she's just, you know, shy and reserved and whatever, and, like, yeah, but, you know, I intended, I was still like, ah! I just kind of walked over and got ready to take some pictures for, you know, for her, and fucking, you know, I look at these pictures now, and he was still giving me that look. Like, he's in pictures with Burr, like, he's taking her photo op pictures, and he's looking straight past her at me. And I'm like, why? I'm not that cool. No. I mean, I'm still assuming he was probably just looking at the camera, but at the same time, you know, give Burr the look. Give her the look. Come on, you know? God, she's a fan too. She's not quite on the same crazy level as I am, but, you know, God, you give Sarah the look, you gave me the look, give Burr the look too. Come on. I mean, but yeah, so yeah, that's my almost half-hour long rant about Weird Al and meeting Weird Al, and that'll probably be like the second to last or third to last one until next time I actually get to meet him. And then, you know, we'll get to relive all of this again, and it'll be just the craziest shit, but for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and end this video now, because otherwise I'm just gonna keep rambling, and it's gonna be like 3 hours long, but, thank you for watching. If for some weird-ass reason Weird Al is watching this, like, why? To be completely honest, why? But if, you know, if for some reason he actually were to see this, thank you, Al. Thank you for everything, because you're just amazing. Thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing, or liking, or commenting, or whatever the heck you do. And I will see you probably tomorrow with another vlog, unless I come up with something else to say today. See ya.